Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I want to take you guys through a quick kind of tutorial on how I shoot my product photography. And today we're going to be partnering with Danni Toni Cosmetics. They are a nail brand, basically kind of like giving yourself your own gel manicure. These are what they look like. And I'm going to be using these red and black kind of ombre ones. They also gave me a UV lamp where you can just cure your own nails right then and there. It only takes a minute to do. So yeah. I took these really cool photos last night. I already took them, so today I'm just kind of gonna show you step by step how I did it. You don't need any expensive equipment for this. You could probably try this with your phone. Also, if you have one of the new iPhones, and I'm gonna be using Adobe Creative Cloud up in the very end of the video to show you how I kind of put my own spin on things. So this is for their Valentine's Day campaign. I've been creating content for them all month long, or I will be, and you guys can see the rest of it on my Instagram. I'll put that right here. And I do have a discount code for you at the end of this video if this is cool to you at all. Okay, so let's do it. So this is gonna be today's backdrop. Like I said, literally nothing special about it. It's just two little poster board things I got at Hobby Lobby, and this crease right here that you see, we're gonna angle the light so that it doesn't catch it, and then I'm gonna get rid of it in Photoshop when I edit the photos. We're gonna just use these regular 99, oops, almost dropped that. We're just gonna use these regular 99-cent acrylic paints. I also got these from Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna be using a light pink one, and then I'm gonna use a bright red one just for Valentine's Day vibes. We're gonna have our camera set on a setting to where it captures all of that with no motion blur. So we kind of want it to just be fluid and not like waste a bunch of paint just because it's so thick. So we're gonna add just a tiny little bit of water and just kind of pour it on my hand and capture all of that. So here's where we actually start taking the photos. I've made another video like this in the past. When I was living out of Airbnbs, I was doing kind of a series for that. And in that series, I was showing you guys how I take some of my Instagram photos, or honestly just anything, because I love photography, but I don't always have a subject around, which is kind of like how I ended up being the subject in a lot of these things, just because I kind of want to get the idea out. I don't want to wait to have a model or a friend or whoever shoot the photos with me, because honestly I travel so much that they're not always around, so I started doing it myself. In that video at least, I showed you guys how to take these photos with your self-timer on your camera. You can do it with an assistant, you could do it with a friend. If you have a self-timer on your camera, I would use the 10-second self-timer, or you can just use the shutter release remote, which is just something that you hook up to your camera. You have the remote, and then you can sit in front of the camera and you just press a button. In this video, I'm gonna be using my assistant because I don't have a second tripod, or I would need two tripods for this, one to film the video and one to take the photo with. And that's about it. So like I said, you can do this with literally nothing. All you need is some Danni Toni nails. I think the paints cost maybe $2 altogether, and then the poster board. I'm using a Canon 5D Mark II and a Canon 60 for the photography portion of things. I'll list the lenses that I used below as well. The one I'm using right now is the Canon zoom lens. It's an EF 24-105, is I believe is what I used. You guys know that I am like I said, an artist in every sense of the word. So if I don't have somebody here, I'm using myself as a subject. I'm always trying to make new things and get creative and try things that are outside of my comfort zone. This photography particularly, I wanted to make something that did represent Valentine's Day, because I shot some self-portraits earlier like this week too for the rest of the month, and this is also for their Valentine's Day campaign, but I don't necessarily feel like they all screamed Valentine's Day. So for these ones particularly, I wanted to do something really unique. So when I went into Photoshop, I stretched the background quite a bit, and then I basically evened out the shadows. I used the heal tool quite a bit to just get rid of any sort of like scratches and things, because it is a homemade background. And then I used the liquify tool, which is what I use pretty much for everything that I would Photoshop. I used the liquify tool to create the hearts and the little like heartbeat things that you see in these photos, and then I changed the color of a couple things, and that's kind of it. I think overall the photos, like after taking them and editing them, it maybe took like 4 hours, which is nothing because every night I sit down and I'm just editing something, whether that's a YouTube video or pictures or campaigns, content, whatever it is, I'm always editing. Like nighttime's my editing time. So that's what I did. I hope you guys thought this was cool. I saw a picture that was similar to this on Pinterest, and that's what inspired it. And then I kind of like took it up a notch. So if you guys are interested in more of these videos, let me know in the comments below. I know this is definitely not my typical content, but I'm an artist. Like, I love being creative and I love sharing, and ultimately that's what YouTube is for me. I share a lot of this on Instagram as well, and I do have a photography page on Instagram that I'll also list here for you guys to check out if you want to see it. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I love you, and let me know if you give this a try, and I will see you on my next video.